Urban legends, whispered warnings, strange tales passed from one trembling voice to the next. We call them fiction, products of paranoia, fantasy, fear. But what if they're not? Tonight on Nightshade Archives, we'll uncover the real stories that inspired 7 of the most chilling urban legends in America. Tales of motel horrors, lurking murderers, glowing phantoms, and twisted truths buried beneath forgotten institutions. Brace yourself, because these aren't just stories. They happened, and some are still happening. It sounds like something out of a cheap horror film. A couple checks into a roadside motel and notices a terrible stench. They complain, housekeeping shrugs. Hours later, someone finally lifts the mattress and finds a rotting corpse inside the bed frame. What most don't realize is, this isn't just an urban legend. It's happened, not once, not twice, at least 10 times over the last few decades. In 2003, a man in Kansas City stayed an entire night in a room with a decomposing body hidden in the box spring. He slept, ate, and watched TV, directly above a corpse. In 1994, a similar case occurred in Fort Lauderdale. Guests complained of the smell for days before anyone checked. So next time you walk into a hotel and something smells off, maybe check under the bed before you unpack. The year was 1970. A couple parked their car near a wooded bridge in Fairfax County, Virginia. Suddenly, something crashed into their windshield. It was a hatchet, thrown by a man in a white bunny costume. The attacker screamed at them, then vanished into the woods. What started as an urban legend soon gained police attention. Multiple reports of a man dressed as a rabbit, wielding an axe and terrorizing locals, began pouring in. The infamous Bunnyman Bridge still exists, and to this day, locals say the spirit of the axe-wielding man returns every Halloween night. While no one was ever definitively caught, police confirmed at least 2 real, documented encounters with the so-called Bunnyman. Just a costume? Maybe, but legends like this don't survive for decades unless something real planted the seed. Late at night in western Pennsylvania, a glowing figure haunted lonely highways. Locals called him the Green Man, a glowing, faceless phantom who walked in silence. Some said he was radioactive. Others believed he was a ghost. The truth? More tragic than terrifying. Raymond Robinson was a real man, horrifically disfigured in a childhood electrical accident. The damage left his face unrecognizable, with missing eyes, nose, and lips. He became a recluse, walking the roads at night to avoid frightening children during the day. The strange green tint? Just the effect of fluorescent streetlights on his skin. But small-town whispers turned a quiet, kind man into a monster of myth. He never harmed anyone, he just wanted peace, and yet, to this day, people still drive those back roads, hoping to catch a glimpse of the man they turned into a legend. A woman drives home, it's late. Behind her, a truck begins tailgating aggressively. The driver flashes his high beams. Over and over, panicked, she pulls into a gas station and runs inside. The truck driver follows, but instead of attacking, he yells, "There's someone in your backseat." As police arrive, they find a man crouched behind her seat, holding a knife. Sounds like a scary campfire tale, but this one's grounded in truth. In 1964, a woman in New York narrowly escaped a backseat killer when a stranger spotted the attacker and intervened. Similar cases have occurred in the UK and Australia. It's a tale that resonates because it taps into a primal fear, that we're being watched from behind. So next time you get into your car, take a second look before you drive away. Staten Island children feared Cropsey, a crazed killer hiding in the ruins of an abandoned asylum. They said he had a hook for a hand. He kidnapped kids and dragged them underground. Just a boogeyman, right? Wrong. In the 1980s, several children really did go missing. Investigations led to Andre Rand, a former employee of the Willowbrook State School. Willowbrook wasn't just abandoned, it was infamous for neglect, abuse, and horror. Rand lived in the tunnels beneath it. He was arrested and convicted of child abduction, though many believe he was involved in more disappearances. The myth of Cropsey had a name, a face, and a very real trail of victims. A woman reports strange sounds inside her home. Food disappears from the fridge. She hears footsteps in the attic, even though she lives alone. She calls the police. They search the house. Eventually, in the crawl space above her bedroom, they find him. A man, living inside her home, for weeks. This isn't fiction. It happened in Seattle in 2008. And again in Japan. In 2013, a man in Tokyo discovered a woman secretly living in his closet for nearly a year. She'd made a nest of blankets and even used the shower when he wasn't home. The man in the window or man in the attic legend speaks to a very real nightmare. That you are not as alone as you think. A traveler wakes in a bathtub filled with ice. There's a note on the mirror. Call 911 or you will die. He reaches down and realizes he's been cut open. His kidney is gone. The infamous kidney heist urban legend has circulated for years. But real cases of organ trafficking have occurred. In 2008, Indian authorities uncovered a kidney harvesting ring targeting the poor and vulnerable. Victims were often drugged, then operated on without consent. While no Western case matches the full legend word for word, the story echoes real, disturbing truths about black market surgery and the exploitation of the desperate. Sometimes legends dramatize reality, but the horror underneath is still real. Legends grow in the shadows of fear, but every now and then, we shine a light on them and discover bones beneath the folklore. These stories remind us that truth isn't always comforting. Sometimes, it's more terrifying than fiction. You've been watching Nightshade Archives. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, which of these stories chilled you the most? And remember, every legend begins with a whisper. Some end in screams,